I received information from a source. I won't reveal the name because they don't want to be revealed, right?
Okay.
And I would prefer you don't try and guess who it is, just out of respect for the person.
Okay. Oh God, what have we done?
They have been informed that Mr. K is going to start selling private shop fronts out of Little Seoul very soon.
What?
And they believe that Little Seoul is legally owned by Mr. K, and real estate there will be able to be sold by him, and he's not having to purchase this land from the government.
Okay.
What?
So, is that treason? If he's claiming a part of Los Santos, right? Treason.
No,
Isn't that what the law
because,
says?
but isn't
This goes
the
back to
issue
Mayor
with this
Emma
up to the
Gain.
mayor and the just the gifts of
The
land she
approval.
was giving out and the
Yep,
approval of that
the
whole
land.
Did you see the map?
They've approved my building being given to them.
Have you shown this to Reggie yet?
him
I've
the
I've
map.
seen this. I went to Emma and I spoke to her, and apparently this has gone over her head straight to construction, according to her.
Slaver, thank you very
Even
much
the
for
whole
gifting sub.
outline of including Uwu's area?
Apparently, because I already brought this to her and I was about ready to fucking
She
go off.
approved it.
So she did actually approve it. So she lied to
It's
me.
approved in the business area. You can't get anything. So here's the thing, Reggie. Construction can only approve one side of things. It has to be approved by the mayor.
The
They have to sign off
actual,
on
yeah, it's my understanding that they need to sign off initially on the proposal before it even goes to construction, right?
Well, when I asked her, she apparently said that she didn't sign
I
off
wish
on
I
it.
didn't
But if you
have
guys
to have
have
my camera
evidence
here to hear
saying that
them.
she did sign off on it, that's
It
fucking
says
shitty.
approved in the business proposal
Yeah, usually
area.
when it's not, it says, you know, denied land already taken or something to this degree. You know, at the end of the day, construction is constructing shit. You know, that should be it.
So, all I'm going to say is, if property was already taken, like, for example, the Uwu Cafe, how
Or
easy is
Weasel
it for
News.
anybody? How easy is it for anybody to deny their proposal, make them redraw the map, which shows a delineation around Uwu, and leaves that out and gives them the rest of it, where there isn't a conflict? Right? That's not asking too much of anybody.
Madunia, thank you for the 12-month resub.
That's infuriating. I already hate people that fucking lie to me, but if she's fucking blatantly lying like that, and I'm bringing a problem to her as the mayor, fuck that, man.
I'm just like, honestly, I'm quite shocked that no one's approached me. To be honest, like, or even Emma herself hasn't said anything. Like,
Oh, there is a tick next to the seen by area. So that is something as well. So there is a specific tick that is seen by Andy, is what it says from the top right, but that means it's seen by the mayor at the time.
Okay.
And Robert Loxley submitted it. Gang Investment. Construction symbol has a
so
yes
they're getting it
next
for
to
free. I'm
seen by
Yep.
Andy has a tick next to it. And then location Little Seoul, and then the proposal.
Why are they getting it for free?
This is one of first major issues.
Like, every house in there, like in Little Seoul, is valued at like the 1 million mark. There's gotta
That's just
I
a house,
just
right?
had.
there's gotta be
You
like
want to
30
know how
houses.
bad this is?
Yeah.
I just had an independent valuation of every single business on this list of 44 of them. The people from the real estate company, 2 people, worked diligently on this, and they evaluated every single property at almost every single property at $1 million or more that's been given away. They went and passed it above their heads. Let me get the exact wording so that you understand. We appraised all the properties at our end, after which, when we sent the high government officials the document for cross-checking and approval, we were told that these appraisal values will have to come through from the construction company and other source. I'm taking out the name, have asked, taking out the name, To relay that, due to these unforeseen circumstances, we'll not be able to provide the values you have requested, but instead, Miss Cassie Cupcakes from the construction company can help you out. You can use the revised sheet in
Oh,
the
thanks for
document.
the
There's
resub.
more details about the properties that have been organized, which is like they've provided some really good information on that. Apologies once again. I can tell you they're fucking pissed off, these guys who I've worked with, that they've been given the runaround like this. Because
This is
as
like
they said,
Evaluation for
technically
like, oh, how many
such
properties
a
are there
big chunk
exactly
of
for
the
this?
city.
It's like a lot.
40,
What would you say this
44.
is?
So they did
Is this like 10%
90%
of the
the
city?
work
Like
to get
this
valuations on
is
those
the
things. It's
city
very
here,
apparent
right?
by the paperwork.
They
there's been
literally
a
work
lot
for
of
the
work.
real estate company. They are the most, they are the best people I can possibly get.
Absolutely, and the least conflicted.
And we don't know if this construction company is fleecing the state or not. I mean,
Oh,
it seems like
1-8.
they are at this point.
When they're the only ones being paid and the state isn't. Distinct conflict of interest for them to be the ones giving the valuations.
I mean, it would be because essentially, if they're not
the only
getting
ones getting
an
paid, Reggie,
independent
right? They're the
valuation
only-
out of
yeah.
it, yeah.
Mhm.
This is
Yeah,
like
it's an absolute conflict.
this is like 10% of the city that has just been given to.
Yeah, I mean, it's massive
Criminals.
swathes of land. It's not just one building, right? First, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, it's a building. It's not a building. It's like blocks, city blocks,
Mhm.
massive swathes, entire piers. It's the backbone of the city being given away.
Okay, so tell me this, right? Riddle me this. If they own the land, thus then they can do what the fuck they want there. If they want to block off the street so PD can't go through there, they can do that. It's their land.
Yep. If they
What
want
if
to
they
tell
will-
someone to fuck off their trespassing, they can legally shoot them at that point.
And that's what
What
I was
if-
about to bring it into next is
What if they
if
want to
PD has a-
foreclose on Uwu? What if they just want to start charging rent? What if?
Well,
like,
that's what I'm scared of. I'm scared they'll evict us.
Yeah, obviously.
Also, what if a PD member has a raid that they've got to do on a specific property in there? They then need to get approval to enter that area. They need two different fucking warrants.
It is still San Andreas. It is still under the
Well,
laws and
technically,
regulations of San Andreas.
you'd need two, would you not?
The worry would be, what if they decide they want to start chucking up gates and things, right, and make it private property throughout the lot?
Well, that's where I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if they
Oh, I
get to
get
there
it.
and they put up fences and shit like that, then they need two. They need one to enter that property because that's
Then,
the only way
yeah,
to get
we'll end
towards
up
that
with
other
a lost
property.
compound, but in the middle of a friggin' little seal, right? Like the whole place.
Mhm.
And the population density there is far more scary for armed conflict. So many innocent civilians.
That's fucking wild.
How can they just give away my building though? Like, I'm genuinely not sure if I own my building anymore.
Aw, you shouldn't have.
I
Well,
wish I had
technically, even if
perfect legal knowledge and answers for you because I think you deserve them.
Well, I don't have
Ash.
it. I was supposed to be given the deed by Andy. I was never given it. I've paid the money.
Mm.
I don't
Here's
have the
the thing,
deed. I
right?
don't have blueprints.
even if you do still own the building, if they own the land around it, they could literally put a fence around your building.
Yeah. Like, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, look at all the parking, right? If you don't own the parking and they decide they want to charge, I don't know, $5 a minute for parking, nobody ever comes by your shop again. Like, it's the incidentals, what happens around it, right? And how they decide to play the game.
That's wild that they would give a whole section of the city to.
I mean, look at that. You've seen
Again,
the map.
like-
It is literally a section of the city.
Oh no,
right?
I've seen it. Yeah.
I just keep working on your paperwork first, get it filed, and we'll see what
Yeah.
else falls out.
I have a
I'm
question.
filing 5 articles against them tonight.
If Emma is impeached, and I guess me as well, since I'm part of that, what does that do for the business proposals that she's approved? Do they need to
That's a
be
good question.
resubmitted? Are they, like,
I think
voided?
I think there would be a
I feel like an independent
something that could be done
committee would have
legally
look.
to look
I
over the whole.
would,
Yeah.
I would hope that they are all then up for re-review.
I would hope so too.
I mean, that would come down to whether or not they were signed in bad faith, and this looks like a bad faith one to me.
Yes.
Looks insanely bad faith, especially if it's not something that was even brought up to a city hall. so other people are aware of this that have businesses in their area, so they can put their grievances in about it?
I mean, that's the question, right? Why are we not getting more city hall meetings? Why aren't they happening?
Well, I was actually going to put that in with my failure part where she's
Yeah.
failed, right?
Apparently, there's supposed to be being one potentially maybe planned for after the judge election. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but that'll be literally us standing up again. Hey, welcome our new judges. These are our new judges. Come talk to our new
Yep.
judges.
Man, this stinks. You know, there's I would imagine people, I don't know for sure, but I would imagine there are other people with other businesses, you know, prior even to Emma's term, that have been approved for buildings in Lil Sol. What happens with them now? You know?
Who knows? I mean, like even your place, right? It was a much longer standing business than that, and we don't quite know where the legalities of that will fall out because of just massive swathes being handed out instead of very specific, distinct, obviously unowned areas of land. That's not what we're dealing with. What if you
We're gonna
bought
have
a
another
house in
loft
that
thing
area?
straight up.
Right? What if your personal property was born in that area? Is it like
Yep.
are you now paying rent directly to Shanghai?
I guess if they asked for it, then technically the way that I would assume,
Where do your asset fees go?
technically
thing.
they would own the land that the building is on and I would just own the building, right?
Hmm.
So technically, yeah, if they wanted to, they could charge us rent for the building. They could evict us from the building. They own the land that the building's on, so I don't know.
Either way, questions need asking, questions need answering. Because we're in a place where now people are uncertain, and that is not where we want our best and brightest business owners to be, right? Like, you guys are a staple of the city. You should,
What sort of stinks
know,
about this
know
is
where
this
you
is essentially a super
But,
watered
what's
down,
gonna happen if
sneaky version of the
Shrubway,
Lost.
The Mexican joint that's open right now, East Side Eats, all rent out
Like what they wanted to do with Sandy?
a storefront right next to your store. That's gonna ruin your business as well.
Yeah. I mean,
And that
like,
won't even come down to mayor approval. Then that'll come down to whatever they want there in their
Well,
area.
Yeah, they're totally usurping that, right? If they're able to rent out storefronts or sell storefronts to whoever the hell they want, then they are usurping the powers of the mayor's office at that point.
What's gonna happen if that's the only place you can buy food and they trespass you from there?
I mean, you've seen in that proposal, they've requested specifically a dispensary, and it's part of the proposal.
with
The
green
proposal's
beans.
been approved, so technically that dispensary is approved. That shop is approved for a dispensary. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, look, they can open up a store. They're not getting a license to sell marijuana. We're not handing out any more of those as far as I'm aware. And that is judicial discretion. I don't care who you are as a business owner. You don't get a say in what the law is.
Shit.
Oh,
Take
I
that
agree.
first.
Take
fuck
that
them.
first.
Hey, so I've got a question then, right?
Mhm.
So if they own the buildings there, thus meaning then you don't need a business license per se because you are now selling from private property, which is something that can't be investigated correctly by the PD. How would the PD even allow this to happen themselves? They could sell whatever the fuck they want in those businesses.
Yeah,
then
I
they
mean,
can
so
lose a
I'm gonna-
license.
Well, I'm
I
going to
don't
put
really
it to
know
you
what
this
fully
way: we have
happened
a
with them.
strong feeling that they're paid off by the chain gang as of a incident today.
So,
Ongoing investigation.
just like, has there been a conversation with Chain Gang where they have been like actually told like, yeah, hey, you own this? Like, have they got any documents themselves that, like, I don't have, like I said, I don't have a deed to my building, which I should have.
This is
Do they
our
have
issue,
anything?
right? Our issue is we have been told by a reliable third party, first in direct
So-
communication with them, has been told this is gonna happen, right?
And that is it, guys, for the video. Like, share, and subscribe if you want more. Thank you.